Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nibiru channel. It is February 14th, 2017, and we're just trying to get some updates on what's going on in the Oroville, California area pertaining to the dam and the spillway breach. Now, you're looking at some video from CNN and also the evacuated areas, and I believe it was just two counties, Butte and Yuba counties, and as you can see, these are quite large counties. I think it was about 188,000 people who were displaced. And one thing that caught my eye was how everybody was caught off guard. And I know I heard a lot of reports about, elderly people not having any place to go, not knowing what to do. And also there was a big run on gas stations and things of that nature. So this is what I mean, folks, about being prepared, having some type of emergency plan for yourself and you and your family, because this is very important, especially in a situation like this when you really didn't have a lot of time. Now, officials did do a pretty good job of getting people situated. However, I did hear there was a lot of tensions on roadways, dealing with traffic jams and things of that nature. But from what I hear, everything went decently smooth. But what we're going to be looking at now is the next weather pattern that is coming into the state. This weather pattern will be arriving on Wednesday, and I believe the rainfall will begin sometime on Thursday and will last several days. Now, this is not going to be a major rainstorm. However, under the current situations, dealing with this dam and the damaged spillway, the opportunity for this disaster to continue forward is definitely there. Now, what you're looking at on your screen is the next storm front that is going to be coming in within the next 48 hours. Now, there is another storm behind this one, which will probably be arriving the latter part of next week. So once again, whatever they're going to do as far as trying to repair the damaged portion of this spillway and this dam, I just hope that the engineers and the construction workers, the people in charge, are doing the right thing, because from what I understand, the integrity of this spillway was brought up 10 years ago, and it basically fell on some deaf ears. Now, here we are in 2017, and we just barely got by a disaster. But again, like I've stated, the residents of Oroville and the southern communities are not out of the woods just yet. Something that I did want to take a look at was the dam itself and the whole geographical area. Now, for a lot of us that don't live in California and live in this area, I wanted to show you from Google Earth all of the mountain ranges that are to the northeast of Oroville. And this pattern of weather coming in, what's going to exactly happen. Now, we're going to go ahead and pull up this Google Earth, and we're going to go ahead and punch in Oroville, California, and we'll let it go ahead and pull itself up here. And what I've noticed, because I've never been in this area, not that familiar with it, only from what I've been doing as far as reporting on this, but the mountain ranges that are to the northeast of Oroville, and there's quite a few. I don't know the exact elevations. However, the rain pattern, the weather pattern that's going to be coming in, a good bit of it is going to be just north of the Oroville area into these mountains. And this tributary runs all the way up through these mountains. And what I'm looking at is the rain runoff into the river that leads into Lake Oroville, and this will take several days for the rain runoff to complete itself. So what we're looking at is, once again, everyone to be on watch, paying attention to what's going on. Now, we're looking at the spillway of the dam that was damaged. And we're also looking at this spillway wall. And this is the main factor in what has happened. Now, I'm assuming that whenever they constructed this concrete wall, even though it's solid concrete, they just placed and built this on dirt, just regular ground. From what I'm understanding, no reinforcements or anything of that nature, because this lake has pretty much almost dried up at some points. It's never reached these levels, I think, in years and years. And from one article that I read, the water level was so low that there were archaeologists in there hunting for relics, and they found some. So now that the water level has risen and the damage to the spillway occurred, I guess the engineers at the dam didn't really know what exactly to do, so they had to start releasing water when the spillway was damaged, and they didn't know exactly how much to cut loose. But the water started coming over this concrete barrier, and the big problem right now is trying to inspect the underlying erosion, because that wall was just built on dirt. And once again, I'm not that familiar with this area, but from watching the video and looking at a lot of photographs, it seems that this type of soil is kind of sandy, possibly very loose. So water erosion is going to wash that dirt away with absolutely no problem. Now, might have been a different situation if the soil content was more of a clay and a lot of bedrock, but it seems like it's kind of a sandy material. So water erosion will just rip right through that, and the lower part of this spillway has suffered some serious damage. Now, they were using helicopters to bring in very large sacks of rocks. They were also filling it in with cement once these rocks were placed into their area. So, everyone in that area, please keep your eyes and your ears open. And if we hear any more updates or anything occurring, we will let you know. So please stay tuned to the Nibiru channel, and thank you for watching. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce one of our new affiliate sponsors, Food for Liberty. And they provide the highest quality long-term food storage, water purification, and survival prepper supplies. All foods have a 25-year shelf life, certified non-GMO ingredients, and also a gluten-free option. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a very smart idea to have at least a 30-day supply of food and water in the case of any emergency. So there will be a link provided in the description box under this video for Food for Liberty. I'd like to thank all of our Nibiru watchers. You guys do a fantastic job. Would also like to thank you for your loyal subscribership. You can continue to email your photographs and your video to NibiruPlanetX2016@gmail.com. And don't forget to share our videos with your friends and family members on Facebook. And subscribe to the Nibiru channel for all of our current updates. And like I always say, keep an eye in the sky.